Welcome to Anchor Workout Release 2. Before we begin, set your anchor to ankle height with low to medium resistance. Overview of movements. We'll take a lateral lunge with an upright row, a goblet squat, single leg deadlift, and cable snatches. Round 1 will be 1 minute of work and 10 seconds of rest. Round 2, 45 seconds of work and 10 seconds of rest. And round 3, 30 seconds of work and 10 seconds of rest. Round number 1. We'll hold on to the handle with 2 hands and take a lateral lunge with an upright row. Stepping to the right knee bends, left leg is straight, toes pointed forward, deep hip hinge on that step out to the lunge, and then pulling everything back into your center as you stand with the upright row. Keep the abs pulled in towards the spine, shoulders relaxed, chest open. Work on range of motion and try to maybe step a little deeper each time you step out. Stand a little taller as you pull the feet, legs, and core back to the center. Great job. Time for a rest. Still holding on with 2 hands, goblet squat. Keeping the elbows pointing down towards your hips. Root through your heels, peel the toes back, descend, drawing the elbows towards the inside of your thighs. Back is straight, chest is open, abs pulled towards the spine. You can step further away from the base for more resistance or closer to the base for less resistance. And again, work on range of motion. Practice good form. Keep your breath moving. Almost done here, and then you'll have a rest. Great work. Holding on to the handle in your right hand, you're going to send your right leg back for a single leg deadlift. Left heel is rooted. You're aiming for a nice flat back here. Abs pulled towards the spine. Left knee is soft. And once again, the further you step away from the base, the more resistance you'll have. Closer to the base, less resistance. So you can play with that in rounds 2 and 3. Super balanced challenge, great core engagement. Pick that focal point to help with your balance. And also think about keeping the hips flat. Awesome job. Okay, next one is a cable snatch. So stepping close to the base, deep hinge, and then huge hip drive as you drive and punch that right arm towards the ceiling. Simulating a dumbbell or kettlebell snatch, using the power of the posterior chain to drive that resistance overhead. Starting with the light to medium resistance is great just to understand form and function, and then over time you can increase that resistance to challenge yourself. Excellent. Okay, so we're back to the beginning. Same movements on the other side. So starting with that lateral lunge to upright row. This time stepping to the left and then pulling that handle straight up underneath your chin, flaring the elbows, squeezing the hips, glutes, inner thighs, and core. Tight at the top. Left knee bends, right leg is straight, and toes are pointing forward. Staying with that full range of motion for the minute rounds. As we go into the 45-second and 30-second rounds, you can increase the pace, but now just working on that form and function. Almost done here. Stay strong. Nice work. Okay, moving on to the goblet squat. So handle is in both hands. Maybe dropping a little bit lower through the hips this time. Keeping those elbows pointed down. Core is engaged, chest is open. Shoulders are back. Coordinating the breath and the movement. Opening up those hips at the top and squeezing the glutes. Drive into the heels as you lift. You're almost done. You've got this. See if maybe you can go a little bit deeper. Nice work. Okay, moving on to the single leg deadlift. Handle will be in the left hand this time, and we'll send the left leg back. So root the right heel, soften the right knee. The cable is a great assistance, acts as a counterbalance. And again, you could step further away from the base if you wish for more resistance. You could also add more plates for additional resistance. Squeeze the belly towards the spine, helping to stabilize the core and also helping with balance. Keep that focus. Almost done. Great job. Great job. Okay. Moving on to the last one, the cable snatch. Handle will be in the left hand again, stepping close to the base. Hip hinge, hip drive, zip and punch that handle straight to the ceiling. Lots of power here. And as with all moves, the further you step away from the base, the greater your resistance you'll have, and additionally over time, perhaps adding more plates. You've got this. Keep going. Almost done, and then we're going to take a longer break before we go on to round 2. Nice job. Okay, full minute of rest. Grab some water. Maybe add more resistance plates if you felt like one of the moves could use more challenge resistance-wise, or perhaps try stepping further away from the base to increase that challenge and resistance. During round 2 and 1, or 2 and 3, you'll want to increase your pace, whereas in 1, we paid more attention to range of motion. So round 2 and 3, we're looking for full range of motion, but perhaps increasing the pace. And if that's not available, no problem. Just stick with the range of motion and maybe work on increasing resistance. Get ready for that lateral lunge. Right hand and left hand both on the handle, stepping out to the right, toes forward, deep hip hinge, pulling straight up underneath the chin, flaring the elbows, open the chest. Think about squeezing the shoulder blades together. Abs pulled towards the spine. Great work. You're almost done. Nice. Okay, moving on to goblet squat. Handle stays in both hands. Challenge yourself to get a little bit deeper. Elbows coming to the inside of the thighs. Handle right underneath the chin, elbows pointing towards the hips. Stay rooted through those heels, toes peeled back. Great work. Just a little bit longer to go here, and then we'll move on to our single leg deadlift. Nice job. Okay, handle is in the right hand. We'll send the right leg back. Left heel is rooted, toes peeled back, knee is soft. Nice hinge, working into a flat back. Ideally, the height of the leg should be the same as your back. So as you hinge, leg and back in line. That might not happen straight out, and that's okay. Over time, you'll be able to find that balance. Driving that right heel away, pointing the toes down will help to keep the hips flat and will assist with the balance. Awesome job. Okay, cable snatch in the right hand, stepping closer to the base, zipping and punching that handle right up overhead. Lots of power in the hips and glutes, deep knee bend, deep hip hinge, and then drive those hips forward. Squeeze everything tight at the top. Keep that breath moving. You've got this. Stay strong. Almost done. Nice work. Okay. Moving on to the left side now. So lateral lunge to the left with an upright row. Second half of round 2. You're almost done here. Stay strong with your form. Set that range of motion and pace. Nice job. Okay, goblet squat. Holding on to that handle with both hands. Maybe stepping a little further away from the base, or maybe going a little bit quicker. Range of motion is definitely more important here than speed or pace, so focus there. Nice long spine. Always thinking of posture first. Allow those shoulders to roll down the back, keeping the chest open. Awesome job. Okay, single leg deadlift. Handle will be in your left hand. Left leg is going to go back. Keep that right heel rooted, soften the right knee. And again, pointing that heel away from you, that left heel, will help to keep your hips more balanced, more level, and that will help with the balance. Almost done. Then we have one more move for round 2. Nice. Okay. Cable snatch, so handle is in the left hand, stepping closer to the base. Zip and punch. And again, if you can envision a dumbbell or kettlebell snatch, same movement, just a different tool. Great way to train for using a dumbbell or kettlebell. Lots of core work here, so squeezing that belly towards the spine, utilizing that core strength. Last movement around 2, and then we'll go on to our third and final round. Awesome work. Take a full minute of rest, grab some water, maybe add more resistance to your base, maybe not. This round will be 30 seconds of work, so you want to really push those 30 seconds, maximize the time. And remember to listen to your body and stay safe. So if more resistance is not for you, no problem. Stay where you were at. You can always come back through the workout and add it at that time. All right, get ready for your first move, which is the lateral lunge to the right. Handle in both hands. Stepping out to the right, and then big pull at the top. Squeezing everything together. Think about the calves, inner thighs, hips, glutes, abs, all connecting at the top. As you pull the handle up, think about pressing the shoulders down so they're not lifting towards your ears. Awesome. Much quicker this time around. Next move, that goblet squat. So again, maybe going a little deeper, maybe stepping further away from the base. The great thing about these workouts, you can do them over and over again, and each time will be different depending on how far away from the base you are, or how much resistance you're adding, or how much you're increasing your range of motion and pace. And over time, you'll build power, strength, perhaps speed. And we encourage you to use them over and over. Great job. Okay, single leg deadlift. Handle is in the right hand. We'll send that right leg back, aiming for a super flat back. Keeping that chest open, head always staying above your heart. Great job. Okay, cable snatch, handle is in the right hand. Zipping and punching that handle to the ceiling, adding as much power as you can. Full extension of the arm, full extension of the legs. Come on, you've got this. You've come this far, just a little bit further. We're almost done. Don't give up. Nice work. Okay. This is it. The end of round 3. So back to our lateral lunge, this time to the left. Nice upright row. Standing up nice and tall at the end, really engaging those postural muscles. You've got this. Nice work. Okay, goblet squat. Last time for the goblet squat. Sink deep into those hips. Stay rooted through the heels. Keep the chest open. Abs pulled towards the spine. Great job. Last movement. Single leg deadlift is next. Handle will be in the left hand. Left leg is going back. Rooting that right heel. Soften the right knee. Aiming for that nice flat back. Keeping the chest open and head lifted. You've got this. One more move after this and we're done. Awesome job. Okay, last one. Cable snatch, left hand, stepping close to the base. Zip and punch, power of the hips. End this strong. Everything you've got left. Very brief pause at the top. Full arm extension. Don't give up. You've got it. Awesome, awesome job. Okay, we'll take a nice stretch. Release and relax those muscles that you worked so hard. Grab a sip of water. Amazing work. Each time you come through, you'll be stronger and stronger. You can leave your resistance plates on for the stretch or take them off, your choice. If you had light to medium resistance, that's perfectly sufficient for the stretch. Feel free to press pause at any time if you need to remove or add plates. All right, get ready for your stretch. Holding on to the handle with both hands, just going to hinge forward and allow the resistance of the cable to hinge you forward, soften the knees, releasing the lower back and hamstrings. Slowly return to top. And then we'll turn away from the base. Handle is in your left hand, right leg is back, taking a calf stretch and a chest opener. And balancing on your left leg, go ahead and grab your right foot, pull the heel to the glute for a quad stretch. Think about keeping the knees flush so that right hip flexor can open as well as the quad. And holding on with two hands, open up the chest, maybe lift the chin slightly, allow the shoulder blades to retract, expanding those chest muscles, and breathe. Turning back to your base, just repeating those stretches, hinging forward. Allow the neck and back to be neutral. And turning away from the base. Handle is in your right hand, sending your left leg back, pressing that left heel down. Right arm is extended slightly behind you for a chest opener and left calf stretch. And balancing on your right leg, this time we'll grab the left foot. And release, opening up that chest, allowing the shoulders to move towards your hips, and breathe. Thank you so much for training with us today. You did an awesome job. Remember to come back to this as often as you wish. And share your workout that you completed. Tag us on social media. Reach out to us with any questions. Thanks so much.